Hey guys, Backcountry Ambassador Dave Norona, and here we're answering another one of your questions, and one of the most common ones I get is handlebar and control setup. So we're going to go over my complete setup today. I want to thank Carl Kuster because he's the one who's kind of sat down with me and helped me get everything sort of dialed. And if you visit CKMP, this is where you can really use the knowledge from all the riders there, as well as Carl, on how their setup is to make you more efficient out on the snow, because that's really what it's all about. So the first thing we're going to talk about is riser height. I'm 5'6", so I use the all-new 3.7-inch riser, and as you can see with my snowmobile boots on in my aggressive stance, I have a slight bend in my arms, and this engages my bigger muscles of my shoulders and back. Rather than with an arm bent, you're using the smaller muscles in your arms and you'll tire out faster. When we talk about the riser, of course, we can't leave that without telling you to run your riser in line with your post. And there's a reason for this. If you roll it forward, it may seem more aggressive, especially for those taller riders, but what you're doing is you're actually using this muscle here, which is very weak, as opposed to when it's rolled back to turning it like a dirt bike and using, again, those bigger muscles of the shoulder and back, which is going to give you more control, more efficiency out on the snow. So make sure your riser is in line with your post. When we get to the handlebars, a lot of new beginners tend to use the thumb throttle, have their thumb on it, and that gets their hand very tired very quickly. What I do is actually rest my palm right on the throttle, and that allows me to control it. And again, riding a machine is all throttle control, so this is where you're going to make up a lot of practice and training, and the better you are at throttling, the better you are at handling all those maneuvers. I also leave it a little bit loose so that I can move it with two hands and find that ultimate position. You'll also notice that I can reach around underneath here if I get into a precarious position, especially if I'm sled skiing, and hit it from the bottom. Moving across here, of course, we've got the kill switch, and so we can shut off the machine. A lot of people move this, and that's fine to do if you're just the only one riding, but if you move it and somebody else hops on your machine and needs to shut it off and they can't find it, that can be very dangerous. So I absolutely love the TKI kill switch protector. So that means I can never shut it off if I don't want to, no tree branches or anything, but I can instantly shut it off with the two fingers on either side as quick as when it's set up without the kill switch protector. And that's really important, not only for me, I know it's where it is, but anybody who gets on a machine, they always know that it'll be there. When we talk about the handlebar, I use the Expert handlebar with the 2mm thinner in the grip area, and this is awesome for me. Even guys with big mitts love the smaller handlebar because it just gives you better contact, more control, and more efficiency when you're out riding. I use the short mountain grab bar. Don't use this a lot when I'm mountain riding, but if you're rolling the sled or you need to in a certain position, it's really great to have it, especially at 140 pounds, to make this machine do what you want to do. Sometimes can be hard without a mountain strap. Definitely, I use it all the time for sled skiing. The right side driver is holding on this way, and the left side passenger is holding on this way, so you just can't go without it. Moving across, we'll show you the all-new Skidoo Reservoir Protector. This is a must-have device because it's going to protect your whole reservoir, especially if you hit it on a tree. I've landed literally on a tree and had no damage, just some scuffing on this thing. So it really does work and will save you a lot of time and energy and money, and a horrible ride out if you lose your brake by getting one of these. I also, one of the things that I did after talking to Carl was I went with an aluminum brake lever from TKI. So for one finger braking, super easy. And I also use their emergency brake that's really easy to engage or disengage really quickly. And again, it's small and out of the way, so I don't even notice it. My shot start and reverse is just behind my reservoir, so it's well protected but easy to get to. And I've moved it in again. This was a big tip from Carl, is by moving it in, even though my hand's out here for the most part, when I get over on the other machine and have to do a maneuver, I can actually move my hand all the way across but still engage my brake. And that's really important because it's all throttle and brake to get into some of those maneuvers. And you don't want to be going into something not being able to brake because you got to hang way out here. So again, setting that up will set you up for success in the long run. And lastly, to always remember to wear your tether. I wear mine around my left hand like this, so that if it ever got trapped or whatever, I can always grab it and pull it out. So again, with your tether and your kill switch, it all ensures that you got the control and the safety when you're out riding. Well, keep sending those questions in, and we'll see you in the POW.